by popular demand, I bring you what's behind door number 1. I've got the Wonder Pooch here on the premises, protecting us from possums and rabbits. Hi everybody, it's good to see you guys. It's good to see you again. It's getting kind of warm. I get kind of sleepy and lazy when it's warm out. But it's good to see you guys though. Good to see you. She's such a good dog. Okay, so previous videos, I used to have 4 storage units. Down to 2. Previous videos I showed, well, one was in a different town down that way. The retail store is gone now. Had one over here that I cleaned out, and that's basically kind of this mess right here in front, which I also call my security system. If someone wanted to come in here and try to rob me in the middle of the night, they'd have to take 5-10 minutes to get through my high-tech security system here and make a bunch of super loud noise. And there's only one way in, one way out, and I live up there, so. But okay, so I'll link down in the description the last 2 cleanouts. I cleaned this one out, which I vacated, and I cleaned this one out, which I organized a bit. And let's just take a peek in here real quick. And like I said, down in the description, I'll link the video up, and you can just take a look around here. I got some nice assortment of bicycles. That's my workhorse guy there. Nice steel frame mountain bike, old school. And you can see a Trek back there, a couple fixie gears. That one in the back there I wanted to get to. I think that came from a big city. I think it was a legitimate courier delivery bike. Tiny little narrow handlebars, and it's all hand painted. And then I got this fixed gear of mine here, and then I got a Trek, and then I got this guy here. This one here is worth about $300. You know, I mean, maybe not that much. I've let it go, but let's just take a look around. Like that fire truck's up to $200 on eBay. That turntable there is probably over $100 on eBay. And I have to actually go through. Like, it's missing a headlight, so maybe that truck's only a $100 bill. But some of this stuff can get kind of deceiving what you're looking at. Some nice clothing back there, and some stage lighting, and my e-waste. Excuse me. This tote down here is just full of gold-plated precious metal circuit boards. Those totes there, those totes there, and this is basically my broken leg project. It's not really a rainy day anymore. I haven't been. I don't come down here anymore. So I'm not even using these. That's why it looks like that. And but I figured I'd make this video because people want to see what's in that one. That's my original, well, not the original unit. Originally I had a little tiny one, like a little door, like a little 5x5 or something like that. This is the most original one I've got back here. You can see lots of stuff in here I get to. I was gonna do a live stream, but it's gonna take me a long time to get through my security system here to get back in there. But we're gonna see lots of good stuff, folks. Lots of good stuff in here. You know, maybe $20,000-$30,000 in both of these storage units combined. And, you know, I don't want to make that video because, you know, I could get robbed. But like I say, it would be a real pain in the butt to try to get all this stuff. So I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'll go ahead and show it. But yeah, so let's get to it. Like this unique little microwave down here, sharp carousel too. It's kind of a strange little guy. I might use that for myself one day. And I got all these I'll get the dog hair out of there, all these safety glasses, just all this stuff I've kept, all the keeper stuff, you know, like that's basically gonna be a lifetime supply of safety glasses for me. I don't know where this dog hair is coming from. Where could a dog hair be coming from? I'm not quite sure where it could be coming from, but you know. And I just got this, you know, it's just, if I get hit by a car. Oh, so yeah, I'm delivering food, right? And I can, if I really went hard at it, I could probably make 70, 80 grand a year delivering food, which is a lot more than what I make doing this stuff and making videos about this stuff on YouTube. Unfortunately, I only get you know, 10,000 views maybe per video. So it's not enough to make any good money. You know, that's probably, you know, I could probably do 20 grand a year making YouTube videos, and it's super time consuming. And I want to show you that right there. See my elbow? See that bump? Let's see, can you see it? See the see the bump on my elbow? See that thing right there? That's from editing videos. Now it's since healed. It's since healed, but that's from editing videos. It was super painful, and like a little extra bone growth. Maybe you can see it better there. Look at that. See that? See that goofy thing? Ugh. I don't know what the deal was there. A bone started growing. It's from editing videos with my mouse. I don't use my mouse anymore. See how that's working? I don't know if you can see that in my arm. See that? And I've been using my laptop cursor, you know, the slider deal, and it's since went away, but it's not painful anymore. But that's my mouse, computer mouse elbow syndrome. Like up here, we've got an Ozarks honey, Bigfoot. That's where he lives, and it's all kinds of stuff in here. I'll just show you that video. Like the stuff like this, you know, like this old Macintosh. That's the oldest computer I think I've ever found, as far as I know. And now I did this for a long time before I knew this was even valuable. There was one time where I found that many computers in one industrial dumpster, and I took them all to the scrapyard for like, I think it was either 10 or e-waste, like 3 cents to 6 cents a pound. Right? And you know, some of the circuit boards inside of them are $24 a pound these days. So, but something like this I'm probably just gonna hold on to for a really long time. This kind of stuff should just get more valuable as time passes. You know, I found this in the garbage, and every day one of these is probably being thrown away in the garbage somewhere, right? And so they're gonna just become more rare and more rare and more rare. I wish I would have held on to stuff like this when I was a teenager in the 80s, because some of that stuff is basically life-changing money at this point if you just held on to it. Keep that in mind out there, young folks. And let's get to it. This is why I couldn't do a live stream. That took about 30 minutes, and it's just basically dented the front here. So let's go through and I'll show you this stuff. I saw this on Shark Tank. For those of you that watch Shark Tank, you may recognize this. Probably not meant for the concrete, but this nice heater, outdoor heater / stove. You would be surprised how well something like that likes, even if it's under 0 degrees outside. That just radiates heat. Keeping that, some scrubby clothes, and some dog hair. All kinds of stuff in here. An old camera bag, and some Pyrex, nice Pyrex baking dishes, and some super dangerous stuff I should have thrown away a long time ago. There used to be a nice aquarium right there. See that? That's how that worked out. And just some stuff I kept for myself. Let's get to the more exciting stuff. Pair of coveralls. I gotta keep these around. Look at that. Nice pair of coveralls. I don't think those have even been used. Right? Just looks like it's brand new. Fits me. Nice little off-brand vest to go along with it if I want. And a lot. Basically, in these units, I just have something. You know, if we got hit by an asteroid next week, that's kind of, you know, I would just kind of come down here and and go to the spring water over the hill, and be all set, as long as my dog could catch some possum. And that's how that is. So I'm diversified. I know it sounds stupid, right? I'm diversified. I don't have a whole lot of money, but I've basically got myself set up to where there's Bitcoin right there. I have a Bitcoin channel called Bitcoin Street. I'll link that in the description. If you want to go subscribe to my Bitcoin Street channel, in about the next year or so, Bitcoin is going to start going on a parabolic pump. If everything remains the way it's been for the last 12 years. And now is a good time to be dollar cost averaging, buying like $5 of Bitcoin. And I'm not telling anyone what to do, because maybe something terrible happens to crypto and they make it illegal, but I highly doubt it, because there's going to be a lot of money to be made by the big guys, and they'll probably become big fans of it. And if you get in before them, then you might make your grandchildren rich. But I don't want to talk about that, because people get mad at me for talking about that kind of stuff. And okay, so I'm doing two things here besides show and tell. I got these monitors and TVs. I was going to do a video about how from old to new, how they changed it. This is an old one. See the big juicy transformers and the big chunks of aluminum in there, and a big circuit board full of stuff. That's an older flat screen in a big metal case, lots of scrap metal. And then I got the cheap ones in there, right? The newer ones are just basically plastic and glass and more plastic. And scrapyards won't take these, so I was gonna scrap these out on video, but I've already made videos like that, and it gets mind numbing for me after a while. And if you want to see what that's like, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that have covered that subject routinely, monotonously, and is that a word? Monotonously. So okay, I want to show you some more of this stuff. You know, these high-end little vases. That's a nice, not vase, flower pots, plant pots, fishing lines, some tools, stuff like this I can sell on eBay. It's a Ibanez, how you pronounce that. Foot controller for musicians. I've got some more of that Ibanez equipment around here somewhere. So two things I'm doing: scrap pile here. I'm gonna get this out of here and take it to the scrap yard. There's a nice lead acid battery in that guy. Juicy copper cables, clean that up a bit. Scrap metal, nice quality scrap metal here. I can never get rid of all this AT&T DirecTV e-waste. I just keep finding totes I've stuffed in there. I can take that to the scrap yard. And this is high quality stuff. These are like little arms for semi trucks, docking lights, where they go to the warehouses and dock. There's little lights, they can twist the arms and put them where they want. This is a neat little thing I can sell on eBay. Star X-ray, if you want to Google that, see what that is. Texas Instrument calculator down there. I should have probably sold a long time ago. This is an electric fence, piece of porcelain. And if you want to Google that, it says 501 5 or 6, whatever that says there. This is from, I think, the late 1800s. I found this on Mount Sequoia, a historical mountain down there. There's a ditch and a creek that runs down the side of the mountain, and people used to dump in it long time ago. And people have been digging holes in there since. I found it by accident. I used to stash scrap metal back in there. They've since blocked it off, and they had some problems with people dumping. So those of you might remember that. And down here, these little things I can sell on eBay, a whole grip of these together. They're worth quite a bit of money. Last time I checked, a couple years ago on eBay anyway. I should probably sell some of this before it gets too outdated. Right, that Macintosh computer in there is gonna go up in value every day that we go. And you know, but some of this kind of electronics might just become obsolete and totally stupid and not worth anything, you know, in time. So, and what else we got in here? Oh, these are cool. I found these. I think these are either for ice, or people might have been using them to work on roofs. I think they're ice shoes or roofing shoes of some sort. When I've always had an idea to try to invent a type of shoe where you can, if you're fast enough and light enough, and you can move fast enough across the water, you might be able to develop a shoe that you can actually run across the top of the water. Right, that could be possible. And I've thought about the problems with it, and I found these shoes, and that right there, I'm probably giving away my invention. But some of those of you out there, if you think about it, that action right there, see that? That could be possible, folks. And so take my invention and oh well, that'd be cool to see, wouldn't it? What else we got in here? We got fish heaters, and I think somebody sent me that actually. And let's get into here. So did I get through it? Okay, scrap metal. Take to the scrapyard, get it out of here. I'm gonna throw these flat screens away. I might set them next to the dumpster, somebody might take them, but I just gotta get this stuff out of here. And I did some spring cleaning in my apartment, so now I'm on a roll. And for those of you out there that might have been hoarding over the winter time, that kind of stuff starts blocking up your mind, right? It messes up your whole lifestyle. So it's the time of year, man. Get this stuff out of here, throw it in the garbage, give it away, sell it, get it out of your face, right? Take a big deep breath. Springtime. All right, so I'm gonna do a little more. Let me show you this. This is a candy store, candy shop, cash register. I've actually got a microwave. It's pretty bent up already. The microwave sitting on top of it. It was in bad shape to begin with, but that's valuable. I think it's basically an antique at this point. It's basically all still there. It can be rebent. It can be all bent back into shape. A professional could probably restore that. And what else? I've got these camping stoves. Nice quality camping stove in there. Another camping stove here. And all right, let me clean some more. Another camping stove there. And let's get back in there. It was basically like this when I found it. I think I did a little more bending, but it's actually a high, strong piece of steel, so that one's about to snap if I touch it more, so leave that alone. There it is, though. Cooter. What do you think, Pooch? Whoa. Dogs just know sometimes, don't they? Look what I got for you. You can guard this. It's for you to guard. There you go. That's yours. That's your reward. You can have that to look at and sniff and guard. That belongs to the Pooch. That's yours. That's your job. That's your job for the rest of the day. Huh? Protect that. Protect that from the wily possums. She feels important now. See that? Look at that. She's got a job now. Look at that. You ever notice that? Chris. Good dog. Good dog. Yeah, that's right. So I can sell this. These sell really well. These pet crates. It doesn't matter if they have a little rust, as long as they work. Those are hot sellers. You can get rid of those quick. What is this? Bird bath. Nice little crate. I can probably keep that around for myself, actually. That's what I need. I've been trying to get to this guy. There, I need that guy. You need to come with me today. Rather, I got a hole on it. These guys, I believe, were called human arms or something along them lines. When I found these were worth quite a bit of money. I'm just gonna go ahead and scrap them at this point. What's it? Humans. What does it say? Human Scale. Human Scale brand. I think it's for like dentist office or medical offices, right? I think that's what those are, for their equipment and monitors and stuff. I think that's what those are. They're probably still worth some good money, but they're heavy and they would be a lot to ship. So I'm just gonna scrap them and get them out of my face, right? Sometimes you just gotta get stuff out of your face, man. I'm not a hoarder, and I understand how hoarding works, right? It's actually bad for you. It starts messing with your whole life. And got some nice cast iron here. Look at this, all this cast iron stuff. Any kind of, hey, what you doing in there, boy? That's $1 right there. That's an older one. That's probably close to $2 these days. Old cell phone. I'll categorize this in my. Careful, Pooch. I think she's got it. It's my deer antlers. Don't you come near. If a cat or something try to walk up right now, she'd be like, in my deer antlers. So, where was I? Nice cast iron. This is a brand new John Wayne cast iron pot here. Well, it's not brand new now. There we go. First ding on it. And, got broken glass everywhere. Let's look at that. Oh, nice camping stove. Campfire pot. Get some beans, Paul. And, alright. What else do I want to say? I took this out of my scooter. That's what an alternator looks like in a little scooter. They call them a stator. That was killing my batteries. I might hold on to that and throw that in the smelter if I ever get around to that. And look at this little zippy coconut. Look at it. That coconut zips. It's like a little storage deal. I thought that was pretty slick. It's nice. Keeper. Organize the stuff into keepers and get rid of hers. Tire iron. A rake I thought might be decorative somehow. And baseball glove for lefties. Nice longboard. Probably needs a new truck. Got the stuff all over the place. Time to get her organized. What do you think? Nice hard drive board. See that? I don't know. Nice gold plated pins. And then inside these boxes, I guess I was putting ink tanks. I have hundreds of these now. I can put them all on eBay at once, and it's going to be a pretty penny, folks. These old ink tanks, people buy those. So this box here is full of high quality e-waste. And Grubhub's dinging me. They want me to get on the road and deliver some food. And I don't know if the camera picked that noise up. It goes ding ding. So see all that high quality circuit boards in there. And let's look at this bottom one. It doesn't have as much, but I think you might get a better look at it and see that. It's good stuff in there. That one is, you got a bunch of these. That's a high quality board. See that? That's probably, I mean, I don't know, that's probably $15 a pound. maybe more. Just a guess. Go to boardsort.com if you're interested. I'll put boardsort.com down there. This specific board won't probably be on there, but you can get a feel for what this kind of stuff is worth. This should be going up in price. Copper, basically, if you wanted me to recommend something for you, I'd say dollar cost average into Bitcoin, and look into getting yourself some copper. If you can get free copper and hoard copper over the next 2 decades, you're probably going to be looking at a big gainer. Of course, inflation might kind of negate a lot of that gain, right? If a loaf of bread goes from $1 to $2 and copper goes from 3 to 6, you know, I mean, who knows for sure? But it's, you know, it's copper, right? We're electrifying everything in the future, maybe, and copper should be a big one. Copper. And if you're in the stock market and stuff, there's lots of. See, even there's got gold plates. See those little telephone Cat 3, Cat 5, Cat 6 adapters. Look at that. Those are all full gold plate. And I just been hoarding this stuff, and this has all went up about 50% since I started doing it. And I was surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up another 50% over the next 10 years, 5 years, and maybe a lot more in time. E-waste bin. At least E-waste bin channel, for those of you, most of you have probably seen his channel. He does that stuff. He's been hoarding that stuff for a long time. He's basically got a little artisan factory set up at his house, and he's just got big barrels. I haven't watched this stuff in a while. I'm sure he's still doing it. And he's just been hoarding and stockpiling all these bits, right? I mean, he sells a lot of stuff too, but e-waste bin channel, if you want to figure out about e-waste, go over there, he'll tell you about it. And let me get some more of this out here. There's a battery in there if I wanted it. That might actually be 12-volt battery, no watt motor, 80-watt motor. It's probably lithium ion, I suppose. I'll scrapyard, I'll take that. I just want a cup of beans, Paul. What do you think, folks? Bug repellent, box of shoes. Actually, I need to make a free sale show and get rid of some of this stuff. I'm keeping this guy's solar or battery operated. He's got a motion sensor on him, and when someone walks by, he goes ram. old one on bottom might weigh 80 pounds. This one might weigh 8 pounds. Of course, it's only half the size, but let's say same size would be about 16 pounds. Okay, end of video. That video. Oh. Oh yeah. This was a nice score. I should have sold these by now, probably. If I don't want them getting any older, I should probably get rid of these. All different, bunch of different sizes, hose adapters, and fluid system connectors div. I think I've got a bunch more of these around here. I think I might, when I found oh, some of this is gonna get aggravating. When I found all this stuff, I think I claimed it was worth about $2,000. Now of course that would be top dollar. I could probably get several $100s for all this stuff on eBay if I tried right now, which I might do. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more of that around here. Wait. Oh, it's heavy. What's in the bottom of that guy? That's just all of them. No, this actually might be all of them. But that was worth a pretty penny, folks. As long as I haven't let the gaskets and stuff sit in here and degrade. But I don't think the temperature's been that. It does get super hot in here in the summertime. Guess I'll find out. Oh, that's good. Huh. Alrighty. One funny thing is, you've seen in my videos, I've always worn fingerless gloves, and I've always talked about how if you looked at my hands, you wouldn't think I even do any work, let alone the type of work you see me doing in my videos, right? My hands are just, look like they're just spotless. Since I started just delivering food, I don't wear gloves anymore, and my hands are getting all calloused and beat up. just delivering food. That's kind of amazing. It's just, I guess, just throw that out there for you. If you don't like wearing gloves, but your hands getting torn up, use fingerless gloves. Try fingerless gloves. I know people don't want to do it. Just try it. Try it. Just take an old pair of gloves and just cut the fingers off the ends. And try it out. You will really like it. I'm actually gonna go buy a nice decent pair here pretty quick and start wearing them again. That grueling food handling delivery business is just tearing up my hands, man, you know. Oh boy, that's a heavy guy there. I think that, oh, that's a computer. Look at that. We're not getting rid of that one. What you doing over here, boy? Oh. Tried to get around there. Corvallis? Never heard of that one. Corvallis. Same page. Music.com. That's some kind of musical performance station that says, ha. That could be sellable too. I'll put that here in the keeper. Oh. One way or the other. Okay, God, it's yours. That's yours to God. Good. She good dog. Good job. Okay, almost got it out. These totes here are predominantly my Amazon books that I still have left, I haven't sold. I've been collecting this kind of stuff. Look at that, that's a little Arkansas Razorback, handmade. The handmade, I do collect some you know, factory type stuff, like that was probably made in a factory, but it's still cool enough. It's still the style I've been collecting. And let's see that rose, that's pretty cool. It's metal. And this one here is handmade, folks, and he's got his little curly tail where he can be hung. I think that's just his tail. Actually, he's not supposed to be hung, but like a little piece of rebar between the legs there. Someone took some tin and did him up. I've got a good collection of this stuff, and I still sell some of these books on. Every now and then, one of these books will sell on Amazon, and I come down here and get it. I got another stash I started up in my apartment, in my bedroom, which is a much better way to store them. But at the time when I started this, there's a creek that almost floods this place. Every time it rains hard, it gets super close. So I got all these in totes. I used to keep everything in here in totes until I realized the flood water never gets here. But it's been super close a couple times. And there's some more shoes down there. Volleyball knee pads. Anybody need a brand new set of volleyball knee pads? There they are. A small garden hoe. Tripod. Some more e-waste. Another Black & Decker drill down there. All kinds of stuff. I can make a 4-hour video and go through everything and bore you to death. Here's some more cast iron and some more Pyrex type stuff. Look at that, look at that. And then we got over here, we got this weather vane. This goes to a bigger piece. This goes to this. I think, well, this goes to something in here. I think it's that one up there, the weather vane with the angel that says welcome. Although those look like feet. Those look like chicken. That looks like chicken feet. Looks like some kind of bird. I think I've got a couple different things floating around here, but okay, now I'm talking about this subject. So here we go. Got this little cat down here. A welcome cat, little chimes, wind chimes. Little unicorn guy. Butterfly, this cool little deal. Stainless steel, like candle wall holder deal. That right there is a 4-bottle wine holder. It's grapevines with a spiral. Got a little pink and yellow lady back there, and I got a lot more of this stuff I want to show you. So let's get this over here. I got another stage light in my other storage unit. I got some high quality stage lights. There's another one right there. That's worth some money. LT 2000 Mini, made in France. That's a high quality hot stage light, and I'll probably get these out of here. You know, maybe not. I keep wanting to scrap these, and I keep saying, man, they're so nice and they're unused. I might want these one day, so I've already scrapped half of them. But moving blanket, nice Swiss Army backpack. I think it's Swiss Army. That's a nice one there, and airflow. That's a nice one there. Keep that. You know, I might need that one day for something. I don't know, but don't be a hoarder. If you got 5,000 projects, get rid of 4,800 of them. Might be my advice. Chicken feeder. Drinker. Another blanket. Nice work light. I found tons of these. I scrapped most of them. Sometimes I think I sold a couple. What else we got down here? This piece of metal here is a stand for something else down there. And why do I got this in here? I don't know. Some insulated that's been stripped. I don't know, what is it? You know, I must have stripped that out and just kept it here for some dumb reason. And I haven't been in here in years, folks. This is pre-YouTube days. This is 2015 and before. A lot of the stuff you're about to see. So that's 8 years. Some of this stuff I'm talking about is 8 years ago, 10 years ago, longer. Some of this stuff's even longer than that. Some of this stuff could be from 2008, 2009, 2007. So yeah, nice little piece of metal here. I wanted to get, hopefully I can show you this stuff. I got a nice little, I'll get it all organized one day, put all this stuff together in little collections. I got a bunch of art. I'm gonna make a separate video up in my apartment. I got a stack of art that I've rescued from the garbage. Some of it is really, really good. And there's just something about finding art. Like, I consider that art, right? That's art, the handmade stuff. Someone at some point has said, I don't want this, and I've literally thrown it in the garbage, right? And then there's something about that aspect of it to where it feels like it's mine. Like I'm the one that made this. I mean, I didn't make it, but I feel like that kind of ownership of it, right? Because someone somewhere said, I don't want you anymore, man. I'm throwing you in the garbage, right? So all rights were given up, and this was going to be buried in a hole. And then I found it, right? And it's hard to explain. Like, I wouldn't buy artwork, but I'm really attached to it now, right? So if someone offered me $200 for this a couple years ago, and I turned it down, this is my original scrap vulture mascot. Right? Look at this guy. I got this. I actually bought him for 50-75 cents at a garage sale. I was gonna scrap him, and I would have made, just like at the time, I would have made like 50 cents. But instead I took him home and I painted him. He was all worn out. And this is old. This is an old deal. This is probably 30-40 years old. And maybe. He was painted, and it was so old the paint was already worn off. And I repainted him. He's got a rake for a tail, a leaf rake, and then he's got a cast steel type rake here, cut in half for his wings. His body is a shovel head. His head feathers is a little garden hoe. I put the magnets on here. His eyes are little bolts, right? His eyes are little bolts. They've got some kind of piece of metal welded on top of that shovel there. And they had bolts for eyes. I thought these little round magnets I had on my motorcycle at the time, I thought they just set it off. I'm not sure what kind of tool he's got for his beak, but there that is. Some kind of interesting, unique tool there. And rebar for legs and feet. And he's missing a toe. No big deal. And someone offered me $200 for that, right? I bought it at a garage sale for 50 cents. I was gonna flip it at the scrapyard for 50 cents profit. And now he's part of me, right? It becomes part of me somehow. I think that's how you look at artwork. I never understood that part of artwork. And this is part of me. Like, you watch that show American Pickers, and people got all this junk and garbage and crap laying around, and they won't sell it, right? Those guys, American Pickers, are like, I'll give you $1,000 for this. Like, nope, not for sale, right? And I was like, why wouldn't you sell it? I understand that now. And I never used to understand that. I like this. $200. You're gonna need to offer me more than $200 for that, and I probably still won't let it go. And let's see that birdhouse over there. This video might get too long, so let's try to get this wrapped up. Look at that old birdhouse. Shoot, it's sitting against that wall, getting bent. See that birdhouse back there? That thing's really cool. And then I got a handmade flower vase that's made out of a pretty thick steel, sheet of steel. And let's get this guy secured. And bowling ball with a bag if I ever want to go bowling. I got quite a few of these motorcycle helmets that fit me. I've hung on to. I might actually wear some of these this summer. And it's not fun wearing a helmet all day long in the summer. can tell you that much. Although you should, if you're riding motorcycles and scooters, you wear a helmet, please, because it's super dangerous. Like this guy's not handmade, but you know, he's kind of small factory. This is probably something you see like a Pier 1 Imports one day or something. He's kind of bent, but it's kind of neat. A little frog playing a banjo or something. And I got quite a bit of this laying around here. Let's see what else we got. This nice little pet crate here. Like a little travel bag for a Chihuahua. That's nice. It's getting kind of dusty laying here. And neat little birdhouse there. Michael's chilling back here. What's up, Mike? And then, okay. Private property, no trespassing. I should probably donated this a long time ago. It's probably not safe now. A little batting helmet. And some fishing poles. I've wadded up tons of fishing poles and sold them on eBay. Old used fishing poles that aren't worth a whole lot. Lot those up, you know, in groups of 10, 20, 30. They will go quickly on eBay. And let's get down here a little bit further. I think that's a golf ball caddy, like for driving ranges, or that might be some kind of produce. It's got kind of, no, I think that's a golf ball. That's a golf ball bucket, isn't it? Yeah, I think there's supposed to be a white powder coating on that whole thing. I think that's for golf balls. Kind of interesting. Nintendo Wii has been stashed away for a long time. This piece of electronics, what is this? Onkyo receiver. That's probably good. There's a reason why it's in here and not been scrapped. Okay, so down here we've got a what is that? That is a like a burn pit. That is upside down. That goes here. That goes here. Flipped around, and this is the lid. See the spring handle? That's the lid. This goes on top of that, and this lid goes on top of this, and it's like a burn cage, I guess, burn pit, and for I guess for gardening and that kind of stuff. And I got a pair of skis right here, another bowling ball bag. These totes, those totes are all still textbooks, and again. These little Rubbermaid totes. They're like little miniature ones that I use. Those are kind of cute. And nice little galvanized decorative bucket with a $7.99 sticker. And this is neat. Nice unused big old hanging plant. Hanging plant holder, or hanging whatever you want to hang in it. Some kind of big lightweight bushy fern or something to go well in there. Some nice tennis rackets in case I ever want to go play tennis. A Wilson and a head. And in case I ever go skiing, there's my downhill skis. I think I have cross country in here somewhere. There's this. And down here's a bunch of like Clue and Operation and a bunch of board games stacked down there. I probably should have sold by now, but those could be gaining value as well. Here's another. I had that automotive creeper over there. This is a furniture mover creeper. This Milwaukee on the caster wheels here. Oh, that is a handy piece of equipment that I've used several times to move heavy stuff around. Nice little rolling work chair. I want to get this video done. I need to get the rest of these monitors and this scrap metal out of here. And I got a bag of quick concrete. There's the bag of, there's the bottle of water. I was wanting to come across that for the hoochie pooch. She will be wanting this pretty quick. Please don't break. There you go. and a bird feeder, and my battery on my GoPro is going to go dead pretty quick. I got, this would be like a sign you'd see on American Pickers. They might be interested in that. Old Farmers Meat Market and Groceries, fresh and healthy food since 1964. Featuring fresh meat, dairy products. I don't suppose there's a date on there. American Farm Girl. Cow wall art, $45. You got some water on it, but that's not noticeable on their side. And that looks like it was in a booth in a flea market. They say it's worth $45. I'll believe them. And some more fishing poles here. And those right there are like little, what are those, feet? No, what are they? What are those? No, that's a workbench. That's those gray things right there. Man, it's been probably over 10 years for some of this stuff. That's a saw, like sawhorses. Do not stand on sawhorse. Those are sawhorses. They fold up and down. Those are pretty slick. Underneath there's a Mexican food crate and basketball down there, a minnow bucket. Down there is a heater. I've got 2 of these. Hopefully you can see down in there. My GoPro battery's about shot. Coleman, I got some Coleman gas, Coleman camping fuel down there. That's a heater. I have another newer one like that. I found both of them in my other unit. I got one just like that. I've used that one a couple times. They're just wonderful. The whole top of that thing lights up on the inside. Just radiates heat. And a couple cases of water in here that I found. Everything you see in here I found. Everything you see in here I found, except for just a couple things. Just a couple things. Basically everything you look at in this place I found in the garbage. Even the water down there. And let's get this guy out of there. He's kind of an oddball size to be messing around with. More circuit boards, folks. Just got them all over the place. It's gained 50% value since I've had it. There you go. Try to get this stuff all together. Oh, look at that PS2 I never got around to getting rid of. That's outdated now. Although in 30, 40, 50 years, that PS2 could be worth money. It sounds stupid, right? But every day, those PS2s are just being chucked in the garbage, right? Just left and right, right? The old video game consoles. Everyone wants the PS4 and the PS5 and the PS6, and next one's gonna whatever, 7, 8. And every time these things just go in the garbage more and more and more and more. So I touched on that earlier, young people. This guy's cool. I've had this guy for a long time. It's a boy with a, it's for like sitting by your door for people to like put mail in or whatever, He's just got a little container he's holding on to. Kind of looks like a milkman type guy. Smell. He's gonna come out of there easy. I got these bicycle tires all over the place. There's my original motorcycle. Kawasaki Ninja 250. That thing is just tore up. I'd like to get you a good look at that. Just sitting back there. And there he is. I've had this guy for a long time. I used to have this guy at the house I used to rent. And that was a long time ago, man. So, what is that? Is that a key holder? I think that's a. Is that a secret key? Did I have that there? It is. That's hide a key. That's a dumb place to hide a key. I probably just stored it like that. I never understood why people hide a key next to their front door. I used to have this sitting, my back door. I used to have this sitting by my door. He's pretty cool. That's one of the original ones I got when I started collecting them. He's pretty slick. He could be painted up, right? Paint that up, it'd look real sharp. Cardinal. I think that's an original. I'm not sure what that is. Arkansas used to not be the Razorbacks. They used to be called Cardinal. Although I think it was based on the color, not the bird. I could be wrong about that. Check into that. That's a strange looking thing. It might be the St. Louis Cardinals, but that's That's a Handmade guy there. Like I said, I started collecting that stuff. He's pretty cool. I think it was made in Mexico. It's kind of a strange deal. It might have just been a factory in Mexico. We're like, just make cardinals and we'll sell them. Right? I don't right, because all the sports team based on that bird. But I don't know. I'm not sure what that guy. I don't think I ever figured out quite what he was. But got a little jalapeno pepper holder. Flip that over. It's a little holder for something. Oh shoot, that used to be shiny. Huh. I wonder why it's doing that. And then a little piece behind it there. And some nice bicycle racks. Those are like 30 bucks a pop. I could probably sell that for 30 bucks. I got a few of those in here. And just all kinds of stuff, man. I figured my battery would have turned off by now. But I got some nice flower pot holders on wheels in there. And a motorcycle tire right there. Bicycle tires. And oh, down here I want to show you these. See down in there? It's going to take me too long to dig all this out and show it to you, and I really don't want to move it anyways, but hopefully you can see down in there. Those are all fire starter logs. I found about 1,000 of these once on the curb. The place was moving or something, getting rid of them. And those are like, I mean, those are valuable. They're like what are they selling at the store? For like, there's actually one they sell at the store right there. This is my little fire log section. These are like the Duraflame Fresh Start little fire logs. Oh, you dumb mouse. Look at that. A mouse ate that fire log. Oh, no. Ugh. Alrighty. The battery died, folks. I want to get a little more. So I went up and charged this battery, and it rained. I didn't come running down here and grab the stuff, because there's only the clothing right there, and this coveralls, and the Levi jacket. I didn't show some of this stuff. That's a nice Wrangler faux sheepskin, brand new looking jacket there. And then this one was a Dickies. Nice work jackets there. And I'm gonna have to wash those anyways. So everything else should be good as far as I recall. Yeah. Oh, alrighty, where was I? And let's see. I'm not gonna be able to show you everything. I don't want to dig everything out of there because that's just kind of stupid. I can show you most of it, and I'm gonna try to get. I got some really interesting handmade metal artworks that I'd like to get to. I know I have some more in here. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna actually get these out of here. Alright. Didn't look like that much stuff was in there, did it? So there's a nice little high quality, what do they call it, glazed? These little pots. I know enough to hold on to these guys. I've got quite a few of these. Sometimes they disappear from my apartment outside, but that's all right. I got more than I know what to do with. Those would sell really good somewhere. And then stuff like this, another little camping griddle type deal. That's probably for like hiking, compactable, and get you some beans going real quick. I have a hard time scrapping stuff like that. Let me know what you think down in the comments section about some of this stuff. If you have the heart, just take it to the scrapyard. I've scrapped some really nice, interesting stuff in the past. Sometimes I regret doing that. But, okay, I just got this stuff. This has turned out to be one of my very best investments. And the reason is because it takes so long to process it. Right, so I've never really done a whole lot. I've sent quite a few. I've sent some packages into board sort, but I've just been hoarding it for a long time. It's kind of by default. Right, I kind of just lucked into it. Now I know enough to hold on to it, and there it is. Just gonna keep holding on to it, it'd be very, very unlikely for this stuff to go down in value. I'm gonna end up cleaning this totally up, but I'm not gonna waste your time on a video. I've already taken up enough of your time. Okay, some neat stuff in here. Nice piece of wrought iron. Like a little bird feeder holder or hummingbird. Hang some kind of feeder from there, or whatever you want to hang from it in your garden. So some of these totes you saw had numbers on them. You might have noticed that. Here's another one. I had an e-commerce site called eshippity.com, and I still own the domain. I might get that going once upon a time, or in the future sometime. But hey, these are neat. Village picket fence. I've sold a few of these on my eShippity site. These would be so good on eBay. If you want to Google these, village picket fence. This is like a winter time little village. What do you want to call it? It's enameled cast metal. It's like a whole set. You know, like people make little train sets on a table in their basement or whatever. That's kind of what this is. If you want to Google that, those are pretty cool. I've sold some of those, and eShippity. I own a domain for a few more years. I remember to keep that. But here's another one. I'll show you a close up on this birdhouse. There was actually a, if I recall right, there was a little nest with an real old egg in it inside of here. I think it was a hatched egg, actually, if I remember right. So there was actually like a little finch or something in this guy. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's probably worth some good money. I just holding this one day in the future. I'm thinking about repainting it. Although the paint job on it is actually pretty good at this point. Here's another little piece I got. A little flying pig, right? When pigs fly. There you go. When pigs fly, there's the day it happened right there. She's got a little washer for a snout. A little curved, some kind of beveled type washers for eyes. And he's got little flaps of scrap metal tin covering his eyes, and I guess you can see a little spring for his tail. And I'm not sure what that's for. I think that might have been, I can't see, I don't got my glasses on now. That might have been a name engraved on there or something, but there that is, obviously handmade. That's the kind of stuff I like, right? I can paint that up one day. And I'll get you a closer look at this guy. And there's a basket I used to have on that red mountain bike I showed you. There's a front basket there. That held up good. Still got the suitcases back there. Stuff like just brand new fishing box. There's nothing in it. It's just brand new. Right? Just buy that and throw it in the garbage. That's always what I like to do. It gets amazing sometimes. Little fish. I'll probably get rid of those. Are not bad. Little old style canopy, fish aquarium canopies. Some nice pet crates. The door for this one is inside of that one. And here's a nice another wired pet crate I could sell real quick. Nice full terrarium for like a little lizard or maybe a tarantula. I found a whole kit. I found some of those. I've got rid of some of them. There's one I kept because I like that look of that one. It's basically brand new. Sometimes I find them and there's just like a kit someone bought at the store and their pet's just laying in there dead. Right? It's just, right? It's one thing, right, to buy this at the store and then throw it away because you don't want it. And people buy them animals at the pet store and just mistreat them when they die and just throw them in the garbage. So let's not get on that subject. But there's my original motorcycle. Look at this guy. Busted windshield. Look at that tank. The tank is just battered. And turn signals are busted off. I think that happened in here. The turn signals busted off happened here. But I laid that bike down. And that's the kind of bike that's so heavy, right? It's got so much stuff on it. It falls over and you do like $1,000 worth of damage. So my second bike is right on the other side of this wall right there. And let's see, got a mop stick and some other good stuff. This video's getting boring now. Talk about a mop stick. Nice piece of cast iron here. This is real decorative type stuff. Heavy metal right there. Hopefully you can see down in there good. I almost took that to the scrapyard one day, and I looked closer at it, and I was like, nah, I'm not scrapping that. That's got some value to it. I think that might have been like that might have been like a guard. No, I think that was a tail. It's got little pieces of plastic here. I'm not sure what that was. It might have been part of a table or something. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but it's real nice, intricate, detailed wrought iron. And this guy just doesn't want to fit anywhere. How about there's his happy home right there? There it is. That's where that guy goes. Fits perfectly in there. Get the minnow bucket over here. And this nice, I'm sure you've seen that. I haven't talked about that. Another sign, U-Haul sign. And get this guy protected. Get this guy out of the junk. And this is pretty cool. I like this guy. I've beat it up. It was nicer. I should have stored some of this stuff better. What else we got down here? Here's back in the day when I used to save those microwave turntables. People break these, so you can flip them on eBay. They're not worth a whole lot unless you get like an old, super expensive, like over the range microwave, an expensive one. Most microwaves I find are just so cheap, no one's gonna replace it. They're just gonna buy a new microwave. But anyways, a lot of stuff needs to get thrown in the garbage. What else I got down here? Oh yeah, where was I at? Oh yeah, the mouse. Hopefully I got that on video. Stupid mouse ate part of the fire log. Apparently he thought it was delicious because there is about an ounce of it missing. And that's a lot. But there's a like Duraflame. That's what's a Duraflame log right there. It's ones that I found. But here's the ones that came from a factory. They never got wrapped or nothing. Get you a look at those. I had totes and totes and totes. Those I got one here. I think I got another tote on back here or something. I think that tote's got some more fire log. I got fire logs galore, and let's see, get a different angle. Lots of stuff in here, man. These got value to them. These are unused, and what else we got in here? What else I got in here? There's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. You saw a lot of it. That's good enough. That's good enough. Another tackle box. Another fishing tackle box. If I recall, basically new, unused. I think that one might actually have stuff in it. And this neat lamp. I couldn't take that to the scrapyard. Maybe I'll end up taking it to the scrapyard. It's a cast aluminum. It's kind of neat though, I'll probably just take that to the scrapyard. And you can see like tools. There's another drill or two in there. Looks like a circular saw, doohickey. Here's a piece of lawn equipment, a electric bush shrub trimmer. There you can see sticking out there, and you got the idea. There's a mongoose air pump for bicycles down there, and a new golf club cover right there, red and white thing. Arkansas Razorbacks golf club driver cover, head cover. And that red pair there is a pair of bolt cutters. I do believe those are the bolt cutters that I found. And there's tools. This whole area basically here is tools. All the tools I've found laying in the road and thrown away. These two filled up with water, so they got rusted. But there's all kinds of tools back in here. I basically got rummaged together a tool set hiding under there. It's basically what's going to be under there. And just this kind of, like, look at this. I bought this at the store actually for a video once. I bought that at the store. I did not find that. Did not find that one. And hacksaw, I found that hacksaw. I got a couple hacksaws around here. That right there, when I found that, I called it a paper towel holder because it's so long. But I got quickly corrected in the comment section, and I was wrong. That's a toilet paper holder. I still think it might be for paper towels, but no, it's a toilet paper holder. Let's see, one, two rolls of toilet paper. maybe 2 or 3 rolls of toilet paper on there. It's paper towel size, but it does look like a paper towel. It does look like a toilet paper holder though, doesn't it? And looks like what else we got in here? Shop towels laying around here, CDs, DVDs laying around here. Some nice little chairs I used to use to sit on and scrap stuff. There's a weight bar down there, and this video is probably getting boring. There's a that king. I think that king belongs to a scale. I think that belongs to the scale that's over here, or wherever I put it. I think that's a pan to weigh stuff on a scale. And where did I put that scale? I think it's in there. There's where it belongs. And all right, you seen it. Here's a nice little set of nut drivers that I put together one by one, and that's it, man. You got the idea. Oh, there's an air conditioner down there. I think it's usable. A window air conditioner unit, a old school brother word processor, and all kinds of stuff in there. But not tons of value on this one. No, I didn't talk about this gumball machine over here. It's not bad. And big used oil jug there, and there's quite a bit of stuff down here. I think I got a couple of pieces of handmade metal artwork type stuff down there, and that's it, man. I'm boring you. I'm gonna get out of here. More mountain bike tires, scope up there in the wine rack. You know, and I guess you've seen it. Lots of the stuff I didn't mention. You can see it. What was in this? Oh, tent. Is that a tent? Inflatable air bed. Oh, that's that cot. That's an inflatable cot. That's pretty cool. I'll probably keep that. And I'm gonna get out of here. Stupid mice. I can't believe they ate that. I wonder how that worked out for that mouse that ate that. Alright. I sure hope you liked it. And as always, thanks for watching.